Keeping aside the turbulence in the aviation sector, we have some good news, and this is especially for the Seven Sisters. It's the Northeast that we are talking about. Joining me today is Mr. Sanjay Aditya Singh, the co-founder and CEO of Jetwings Airline. Congratulations! Quite a milestone coming at a time when we've seen that the Indian aviation sector is definitely battling turbulences. Tell us, what is your plan of action for Jetwings Aviation?
Actually, we have been quite on the right time because right now we see in a different way. We see that post COVID there is has increased a huge number of people who are into flying and they've got an experience of flying because at that time they had no option other than flying. So the numbers have actually briefed up. The people are flying nowadays. Secondly, about the industry is concerned, maybe some industry might not have, they might have their different reasons of failing, but the way that the segment that you're into is a very very niche segment. We are targeting minus 180 segment. That is like we are not going for A320 and those kind of aircrafts. We are minus 180 something is a mid-range jet connect, and with kind of with kind of comfort and both like with the business and economy both covering together. And this is a very very niche segment, and the aircrafts are as good as A320s and long range ones. So and we have a range power to connect end to end. Like we have the aircraft. This can connect from Guwahati. They can connect to Kanyakumari. In fact, so this is something, and just we are hopeful that a section of the society takes this services, and we are good enough. We're good enough. Yeah, that's a good business for us.
You did mention that it's going to give as good challenge as to A320s. What kind of carrier is this going to be? What kind of aircrafts are you looking to get on board, and how many?
See, right now we have there are in jets. There's an aircraft like Amber 175E. So these are the aircraft that you are looking at
About
basically.
80 passengers.
Yes, they have a in full capacity. They can take 88 passengers. But if you look at our business class and economy configuration, we have to give 12 seats for business class. Then it is 74. It comes to 76 seats. So with 64 economy and 12 business class. So earlier we were a plan of having a one economy or no one premium, but right now we're planning for dual process where we can have a business as well as economy. And and about competition with ATRs, competition with Airbus. Airbus is again they have a high number of seats because always we don't have load of 180. Sometimes you have a load of 70, 75 people or maybe close to 80 people, and you fly an 180 seater aircraft. That doesn't make it as a loss configuration. So when you have a 80 people or 90 people load a day and you fly with the aircraft that is 100%, so that is a profit equation. So what happens sometimes that is why because the fuel and all burns the same. So that is sometimes these aircrafts are really good for the tier 2 connects and the fast connect. So you got first of all you get a linkage like like an Airbus, and you have an advantage of flying small. So turnaround time is high, connect is high. So that segment is actually missing in India right now. That segment hardly there are airlines who target that segment. So we are quite niche in ourselves. So the competition is basically with ourselves only.
You don't see competition with Indigo because they do fly across to many states in Northeast.
Not as such because their the format business format is completely different than our business format, and our segment is again different from the segment that Indigo is having. So it's like you can say that there are so many different cars in the market, and people prefer flying Mercedes, trying driving Mercedes. The people flying, trying different segment cars also. So it's like that. So we have a segment. India is a big country, 138 crore population. We have a segment who would definitely love, and these are new guys, boys and girls coming up. They are fast. They like fast things. So with the new generations, this kind of vehicles would be very interesting in India.
You plan to connect to the rest of the in India, rest of the states in the year in the few months to come. That is Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore,
Yeah,
key routes.
yeah. Key routes are actually given a service by like regular airlines. Those are already the established routes they have. So our idea initially is to connect the B2B, like tier two cities, like Guwahati say Varanasi is a very good connect. Guwahati to Patna is a very good connect. Guwahati to Bhubaneswar is a good connect. Guwahati to Cochin is a very good country. Guwahati to Goa, we don't have any aircraft. Like, if you want to travel to Guwahati to Goa, we either the hoping flight we have, or we have to go through Delhi or Kolkata. So these are the ways that we can have a direct flight coming in, and we can connect and come back. So, and we have around 70-80 load hai, like, that load capacity is around, we have studied the load capacity is around always 100-120 loads rehte hain. So the direct flight and fast flights people will definitely prefer.
And also, would you look at Southeast Asia options in the further?
See, we are as terms of what you say, our demographic presence, we are very strongly connected to Southeast Asia, and we have a huge business linkage. If we have Imphal, it's very well connected, and a very huge linkage with Mandale. So definitely these are the something route that is, and even the government of India is looking at international RCS where they are, the Udan, international Udan. So once we establish, definitely we will be getting an opportunity to fly around Southeast Asia, and that is something we are very, very interested to explore those ideas. In fact, I must say that Guwahati to Delhi's nautical miles are the Guwahati Bangkok is closer to Delhi, so that way, like, it gives a lot of big business sense.
One question I must not miss asking you, and that is the high airfares that have currently been going. Do you see that as a challenge because of the current domestic aviation sector panning out?
See, sometimes what happens, when this is really aircraft fuel is ATF is a very, very interesting thing, because the prices have gone very high and the cost of operations of the aircrafts have gone really high. So in that situation, airlines had to go and increase the price. The cap of the base price have increased. So, and also they had gone through a very turbulent time in COVID. So sustainability and price cost price index they call it. So this always there's a thing. But when is our thing is that how we are trying our level best to. There are frequent flyers who tend to fly now and then. So those kind of people has to be given preferences. There has to be given a membership where we have a system like coupons and all, where we have suppose load is less, like we don't have around 8 seats left, those can be converted into coupons and can be given in a very lower price. So those things we're going to have, like, that for that you have to decide and buy coupons for 8 sectors, 9 sectors, 10 sectors, and those kind of things will be there. So that can actually bring in last moment decisions, last moment flying cost that is always high. Otherwise, if you have a plan movement, when you have like you take 10 days time, that is prices are good. But now, yes, the country is really facing that last moment traveling always goes high, but we'll be really coming up with a process through which we will be keeping our prices, and because what happens is when the seat sells on the average rate, you can maintain a good price system. But when there is a huge ups and downs, then the price thing is always is fluctuating very high. So we are really be giving a very, very, very important thought in this thing. Very, yeah.
One last question. In terms of timeline, how soon do you plan to start your first flight, and what is the kind of cost and financial viability that you see with this? Are you starting by self-funding? Are you going to look for investment?
Right now we have calculated our initial fund thing, so we have a cap of around 100 crores right now. So we are going to increase it further. Like, this is something we are going to for the initial time. So until we induct the 2 aircrafts and make it run, and after that we are going to add on funds. So right now we have not decided on this, that we are going to have a funding or something like that, because right now our group is able to sustain that costing that is going to be there, because we are quite aware that initially 200 crores and maybe later on we might be needing some more fundings. So that is what let's go for later. Let's see, wait and watch. So we are quite comfortable on the finances, and right now we are going with a 5-year plan.
Okay.
So the 5-year plan that we are going to be there, and once we are done with 5 years, and we'll look back, and then the other plans will be working on it.
And your first flight?
Yes, I based on that. Yeah, October is something, or November we're looking to get in the aircraft, and whatever the clearance time takes, as soon as we get the clearance, we should be on the air by. I'm very positive that by November to December, like at least by first week of December, we should fly. We should be able to book the tickets.
Okay, that's great. We wish you great luck on that, and we hope to fly that flight and see.
Please experience
We will.
Our life.
Thank you so much, sir, for speaking with us.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.